direct your attention to Center Court, where we welcome the Mayor of the City of Holland, Nancy DeBoer, for some opening words.
Thank you, Danny. How exciting is this? This is so exciting to be in this space. It's so great to see all the students and the parents and the alumni to be able to celebrate. I was here 643 days ago, and it was very sad because it was the very last game in the Civic Center. Remember that? That's what we thought. And less than 2 years later, here we are, all refurbished, and we're so grateful for the partnership. So glad for the partnership with Holland Christian and the city. We just love this gorgeous floor, which is going to be so much safer for kids to fall on, and just in case somebody falls. And the beautiful scoreboard and the screen and all the conversations that we have had in working out practices and games has been a wonderful partnership. We're so thankful to bring Holland Christian back to the Civic Center. So thank you so much for being here. Have a great day.
That'll be a little getting used to. The scores table is now on our side of the building, so another little change. It's going to take some getting used to, but man, does this place look great inside. Beautiful tri-color floor, 3 different colors of tan or brown. The majority of floor, mostly a neutral color, and then the three-point area is a little bit darker, and then the free throw lane is darker yet. So it is a gorgeous looking place. It's kind of a brown and gray color scheme now. Everything on the stage has been painted black, so you're looking into a black area as you look at the stage. And like I said, we got room for you, so come on down. We'll have high school basketball in a moment on the Pledge.
The busy season is upon us. Moms, you know what I mean. Endless days of running kids to school, sports, and anything else that comes up. With as much time as you'll be spending with your most precious cargo in the car, it makes sense to spend a few minutes making sure your ride is in tip-top shape. OK Tire is inviting you to stop in and let the pros check it all out. From tires to brakes, belts, and hoses, and everything in between, we will make sure you're safe on the road.
OK Tire, your hometown tire store in Holland, Hamilton, and Zeeland.
Michigan Hearing Experts wants you to know the real effects of hearing loss. Hearing loss can signal dementia. It's true. But there's good news. Treating hearing loss can ward off dementia. It's time to treat hearing loss at Michigan Hearing Experts. Good folks with a heart for people. Not patients. People. Let's treat hearing loss in your life today. Michigan Hearing Experts in Holland, Grand Haven, Jenison, and MichiganENTallergy.com.
I don't know if you'd want to be the Maroons' first opponent in this new building. What do you think is going to be the factor? Is it going to be basketball or is it going to be the building tonight?
Well, I think there's going to be some nerves on both sides, certainly. Holland Christian is so excited to get back in here. They want to put on a great show and get a W for their first time back at the Civic Center. So I think there's going to be some nerves here in the first quarter. But I think the Maroons will settle in, and I'm looking for a big game from them tonight.
The Maroons, as we said, are long and lean and deep. He's got 14 guys dressed, and he played all of them last Tuesday night over at Covenant Christian. And I noticed that Covenant Christian won their second game of the season last Friday night. So either they got it together a little bit, or the victory for the Maroons looks even better, having rather easily taken out Covenant Christian last week. Another thing about this Maroon team is they can shoot free throws. They were 85% from the line last Tuesday night. The total field goal percentage was 57%, and they shot 38% from three-point land. So all up and down the lineup, and in every category you can think of, including defense, the Maroons really impressed us a week ago tonight. And we have both teams now getting ready for opening ceremonies. The Maroons will be in their home white uniforms and the dark warm-up T-shirts over the white jerseys at the moment. Thornapple Kellogg, they're nicknamed the Trojans, and they are a orange and black school. So they will have basically black uniforms all trimmed out in orange, as we are looking forward to the beginning of the home portion of this basketball season. Here's public address announcer Dan Tenbrink.
With our OK Conference friends from TK Meadowville High School, Holland Christian is proud of the partnership we share with the City of Holland and thankful for the many people who came together to promote playing in this first-class facility. Let us support the educational environment here this evening by contributing positive sportsmanship that puts knowing God on display through his gift of sport. Respect the decision of all coaches, respect the professionalism of all officials, and respect the achievements of opponents on the court today. We hope you enjoy the game. This game is a privilege and was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Our veterans are pillar members in our communities, and we are proud of each and every veteran in attendance with us tonight. Please rise and honor America as the Holland Christian Pep Band, under the direction of Mr. Scott Vandenberg, leads us in the singing and playing of our national anthem.
And there is still no better basketball crowd at singing the national anthem than the crowd you get game in and game out here at the Holland Civic Center. Now for the starting lineups. For Middleville, coming in at 0-2. Isaiah Gunther will start in a guard position. He is a senior. Colson Rummel will start at the forward position, a junior. Brady Zelmer, there's a familiar name. He is a senior. Joe Dinkle, number 22, a senior. And the center is a sophomore, 15, Austin Van Elst. Mike Reinierson is the veteran coach.
of the Trojans. And we have a video going up on the video board, which makes great radio. For those of you familiar with the Holland Civic Center, the main scoreboard is up where it always was. If you're looking at the stage, the scoreboard is up and to the right. But now there is a good-sized video board underneath it and hooked up to a much better sound system, as you can hear the bass rattle through the audio portion of this video that is being showed to the crowd here at the Holland Civic Center. And it's kind of an artsy video, so to describe it would be like impossible as far as I'm concerned. Chris Muckma, the star of the video. And now here's your starting five. First of all, at point, it is Logan DeWitt. Logan's a junior. He wears number 3. At forward, number 4, Vince Overway. He is a 6'4" senior. At forward, number 23, 6'5" junior Ethan Aldrink. Chris Muckman at forward, 34, a 6'4" senior. And the man in the middle is Gabe Overway. He is a senior. Same starting five that started a week ago. Maroons and the students all on their bellies on the floor down to our left. We're in the same place we always were. It's just we're now on an open platform. We are not enclosed, so we feel a lot closer to the action. And I'm going to kill that crowd mic right now because we are definitely not going to need it as far as the broadcast is concerned. You will be able to hear plenty of crowd noise in here. What we're hoping is that you can hear us. And we'll get that adjusted as the season goes on. So Gunther, Brummel, Zellmer, Van Elst, and Dinkel, the 5 out there for Coach Reinerson. Maroons in white with gray numerals and maroon trim will go left to right. I'm glad those aren't football uniforms.
For sure.
The light, at least 50% better in here than it used to be. And the tap will be controlled by Holland Christian opens man-to-man. Off in the right wing it goes to Zellmer. Zellmer one dribble into a trap. Now they get it down underneath to the big sophomore Van Elst. He spins around Overway and leaves the 10-footer short. Rebound to Muckma. Here comes Holland Christian. Off on the left side, this is Aldrink. And Aldrink gets fouled on his way to the basket. Missed the shot. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And we'll check the Trojan foul. And I believe he said it was 22. Joe Dinkel. That'll be his first, team's first. And here is Ethan Aldrink at the line. 67% from the stripe in game 1. He led them in scoring with 14 points a week ago tonight. This one is up as it gets very quiet in here, and it goes. So the Maroons open the scoring and lead it 1-0. Aldrink with one more coming. 3 dribbles on the way, and good again for Aldrink. Shooting at the lobby end, the east end here at the Civic Center. Pressured by the Maroons as Gunther brings it up, gets it across the timeline to Dinkel. Back on top to Gunther, back to Dinkel, almost threw it away. Dinkel will track it down near the center stripe. And now they'll reload the offense. Gunther's got it out by the timeline. No logo in the center of the floor here at the Civic. The words "The Civic" are in a little bit different color wood in 2 places off the side of the court, or on the side of the court. There is a turnover for Middleville as Muckma took it away. Muckma up top to Aldrink. Aldrink to DeWitt. Thornapple Kellogg in man-to-man. Vince Overway, Gabe Overway. Right side Aldrink. Good patience for Holland Christian. Baseline right, Vince Overway. He'll drive, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Push off with the off arm by Gabe Overway, or rather by Vince Overway. His first and the Maroons' first turnover of the night.
Vince put his forearm into the chest of the Middleville defender there, and thought he was going to get away with it for a minute, but the official didn't see it that way.
Sophomore Cole Shoebridge for Thornapple Kellogg, our first substitute of the ball game. As Gunther brings it across the timeline, up top to Dinkle, back to Gunther. Gunther around the pick, gets double teamed, back to Dinkle, trying to find the open guy. Now Van Elst, skip pass right side. Gunther drives to the block, got through the defense and had the shot blocked. Here come the Maroons. Logan DeWitt, Holland Christian leading it 2-0. DeWitt's not going to pop a three. They'll say he stepped into it and took one too many. That is Christian. That's one of those that sort of looks like a travel, but 90% of the time isn't called. So the Maroons with a 2-point lead. Here come the Trojans with the basketball across the timeline. It's Gunther. Isaiah Gunther, the senior point guard. You get it up top to the big sophomore, Van Elst. He'll take it down the lane. And we have a foul on the floor. This one called on DeWitt, I believe. Yep. Logan DeWitt's foul will be his first, team second. So on the baseline, Gunther to throw it in. You get it out to Shoebridge. Underneath, they find Van Elst, and he is fouled by Vince Overway. So a little bit scratchy to start for the Maroons. That's Vince's second foul already. Third on the team. And the big 6'6" Austin Van Elst, the sophomore, at the stripe to our left. Let's see if he can get this one tied up. First one, no good. Checking in for Holland Christian, Jackson Halbert, a 6'5" junior, replacing Vince Overway. He'll have to take his 2 fouls to the bench with 5:55 left to play in the first period. Van Elst up and got that one. Makes it 2-1. And now DeWitt into the front court for Holland Christian. Logan goes sideline left around a screen from Muckma, throws it right side. Aldrink, open three on the way, and good! Ethan Aldrink for 3. He's got all 5 of Holland Christian's points. It's 5-1 Maroons, 5:36 left in the first. Isaiah Gunther across the timeline. DeWitt sticking on him hard, trying to get him to push him off. He won't do it. Now Gunther the drive, kicks it right corner. Fumbled momentarily, and now they throw it into the backcourt, and this will be an over and back as soon as it's touched.
Well, I really like what I see so far here in the first quarter from the Maroon defense, just causing the offense for Middleville all sorts of problems.
Second turnover for the Trojans. DeWitt just inside half court. Now the official is going to pick a little popcorn or something up off the deck. Down to our right. Not sure how that got down there. There really aren't any people sitting behind the Middleville bench. And I'm going to call them Middleville and MTK and Thornapple Kellogg. And now we have a Thornapple Kellogg, or rather a Holland Christian foul on defense away from the ball. And it's on Aldrink, who picks up his first, and that is the team's 4th already.
Didn't quite see what happened there.
Colson Brummel Jr. checking back into the lineup for TK, replacing Zellmer. Meanwhile, Gunther to bring it up. DeWitt will meet him at half court. Maroons still man-to-man. Gunther, runner in the lane as he got around DeWitt, no good. Almost got it back, but DeWitt finally took it away from him. Here's Logan into the front court with a 4-point lead. Just over 5 left to play in the first. A drive, and no good by Halbert. He hit the bottom of the backboard with it. May have been partially blocked, and now it's Shoebridge. Got it underneath, and a shot attempt there by Van Elst is blocked out of bounds. Guessing it was Gabe who got a paw on that one.
TK has missed their first 5 shots from the floor.
Trojans ball, baseline left. Gunther to throw it in. They square off around the lane, now break out of it, lob it out in front for Shoebridge. Out of the corner, Gunther for 3 from the left side, and it's good. For 3, make it 5-4. Maroons still with the lead. DeWitt, left side Aldrink, underneath Gabe. Back up top, Logan quickly. Wide open, Aldrink, 3-ball from the left. No, jam on the follow by Halbert. Jackson Halbert paying dividends off the bench. Makes it a 7-4 lead for Holland Christian. Gunther up top. Gets it off on the left side to Brummel. Brummel leaves it there for Dinkel. Dinkel back to Gunther on the right side. Back to Dinkel, top of the key. To Gunther, right wing. They switch on defense. Gunther tried to get around Gabe Overway. They almost poked it away. Here's Brummel. And Halbert knocks it out of bounds. So Halbert very active on defense, being congratulated by his teammates.
Great job by Logan DeWitt, also just playing great in-your-face defense here in the first quarter.
Down Shoebridge to throw it in. In it comes to Gunther, deep left. 4 minutes left in the first period. They'll get it underneath on the block. Van Els tries a spin move on Gabe, can't make it. Follow up, no good. Underneath, and here comes Holland Christian away with it. Aldrink on the run. Aldrink over Dinkel, missed the layup. A little too hard off the glass. Now Thornapple Kellogg running the other way. On the block, Shoebridge. Shoebridge threw it away. Turnover number 3 for the Trojans. Here comes Holland Christian with a 7-4 lead. Halbert for 3, left side, and it's good. Jackson Halbert saying, Coach, I'd like to start if you don't mind. He's got 5 off the bench. Vince Overway sat early with 2 quick fouls. 10-4 Maroons, 3:17 left in the first. Gunther had it knocked out of his hands and out of bounds by Logan DeWitt. Substitute for Holland Christian, Case Vanderzee, a senior, number 21, replacing Logan DeWitt at the point. So Vanderzee at the point now. And sub for TK, Jim Fitzgerald, a senior, replacing Colson Brummel. Jim Fitzgerald, curly-haired number 5 on his back. Zelmer waiting to check in at the next whistle. He got there late. Left side Fitzgerald playing catch with Gunther. Gunther between the circles. Back to Fitzgerald. Maroons go 2-3 zone on the inbounds play. Off the left elbow, Van Elst out to Shoebridge. Now on the baseline, it comes over to Fitzgerald. Up to Gunther. Good 2-3 zone by Holland Christian. Lob it on the baseline. A quickly double Kaiser. And there's a 3 by Gunther to quiet the crowd. That's 6 for Gunther. And it's 10-7 with 2:36 left in the first. Maroons go left to right. Actually, Ethan Aldrink has taken over the duty at point guard. Moves out of the center circle as Gunther is trying to bother him. Muckma screens Gunther off. Kick it, right corner. Gabe walked. Caught it and then took a hop. That's the move these guys see the pros make all the time. But this particular crew of officials, a veteran crew I might add, they're going to call that one most every time.
Gabe wanted to take one step to the left and get up in the air and take a jump shot, but he shuffled the other foot as well.
All right, Zelmer to Gunther. Aldrink in the backcourt with Gunther. About a 6-inch height difference between the two. Advantage Holland Christian in that one. Off on the left side to Zelmer. Zelmer. Halbert gets screened off. They switch on it. Now Van Elst into the lane. Duck up and under. No. They're going to call a foul on Holland Christian's Chris Muckma, who cannot believe it. And I think we've got the same official blowing the whistle most of the time here so far tonight. Muckma's foul, his first, team's 5th.
Van Elst has got some impressive moves for being just a sophomore down in the lane.
Logan DeWitt's back in, and Ethan Aldrink will get his first rest with 1:58 left in the first. Holland Christian by 3 at 10-7. Baseline inbounds play in front of the stage, right underneath. They get it to Van Elst. He missed the layup, got his own rebound, and put it back in on a nice pass from Isaiah Gunther. Now it's 10-9. Underneath it goes. Gabe Overway for the Maroons. Bounce it out in the corner to Halbert. He'll drive. Throw it cross court. Vanderzee up top. DeWitt for 3. Won't go. And they fight for the rebound, and finally it's Shoebridge to take it out of there for the Trojans. Now Gunther into the front court. Down in the right corner, Zelmer back to Gunther on the wing right. Zelmer guarded by DeWitt. Maroons back to man-to-man. 10-9. Holland Christian by 1. Less than a minute and a half left in the first. Gunther fumbled it, and what are we going to call it? Yep, a carry. Thought so. So that is 4 turnovers on the Trojans. The Maroons get it back with this 1-point lead. And 1:22 left in the first. Half-court man-to-man defense by Thornapple Kellogg. Vanderzee outside the arc right. Underneath on the block, Gabe Overway, triple team. To Muckma, shovel pass, Helbert. Back to Muckma, back to Helbert, left wing. Helbert lobs it in for Gabe, poked away from behind by the sophomore Van Elst.
Van Elst playing tough defense down in the blocks there on Gabe Overway.
Logan DeWitt out in the left-hand corner deep, still on the baseline. And he'll lob it into Muckma outside the arc at the top. Here's Helbert with it straight away. Helbert through the hands of DeWitt, back to Helbert. Helbert, crossover dribble, underneath, runner off the glass, too strong. Tip up, Gabe, no. Tip up, Gabe, no. And again, no. And again, yes. Well, that doesn't do the percentage any good, but it gets you 2 points. Gabe Overway makes it 12-9, 40 seconds left in the first. Round DeWitt, pull up 15-footer good. Isaiah Gunther's a ball player, folks. That's 8 for Gunther, and it's 12-11 with 24 seconds left in the first. Muckma holding 3 feet inside the timeline. He'll hand it to DeWitt. Sideline left, he comes out near the midcourt stripe. Poked away, Gunther, turnover Holland Christian, their fourth. Gunther around DeWitt, Overway got there, partially blocked, it was taken off the rim. That should have been an offensive goaltend, it wasn't called. Now Vanderzee loses control. Picks it back up, and the horn goes off. So after one, Holland Christian 12, Thornapple Kellogg 11 on the pledge.
As a proud sponsor of Holland Christian Sports, Lensbalder Insurance is a local company striving to help local people. Lensbalder Insurance is here to make sure that you're prepared with the coverages you need. Giving you peace of mind is what they do, while offering a person-to-person relationship that you can't get with a large direct company. Lensbalder Insurance specializes in all your insurance needs, with coverage options including homeowners, auto, umbrella, and life. Online at lensbalderins.com. At Lensbalder Insurance, we've got your back.
Imagine a program that equips you for success in the job market, the workplace, and the world. Calvin LifeWork does just that, taking the fear out of your first steps after college. With Calvin College's innovative life readiness program, you'll explore different career paths, learn about personal finances, practice essential life skills for wherever God calls you. Then you'll earn a $3,000 scholarship when you complete the program. Yep, $3,000. Start your journey at calvin.edu/discover/lifework.
You said it, Scott, maybe a little bit of nerves on the part of the Maroons as they have been played tough by this Middleville team. Middleville coming in at 0-2, Holland Christian 1-0. Now a double team on DeWitt. He'll bounce it up the in the corner. Halbert, runner up, no, off the front of the rim. Another offensive rebound, Overway, no. What are they going to say? Offensive foul, Gabe Overway. That's that same official, and that is a terrible call. 5th turnover for Holland Christian. Gabe's first is the team's 6th. Take it back, team 7th. Player control foul, no shots, even though it is the 7th of the half. 7:45 left in the first half. And TK will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Gunther up top, Zellmer. Off on the right side to Shoebridge. Now to Gunther again. Down the left side of the lane goes Gunther. He'll throw it back up top for Dinkel. Left wing to Zellmer. They double team him and chase him out to the timeline, and he'll throw it away. Turnover number 5 for the Trojans. Maroons get it back.
Good double team there by the Maroons up at the top, and they were able to get the turnover.
12-11, Holland Christian with the lead. Muckman in front of the Holland Christian student section, now across the way, opposite from where it used to be. And DeWitt will bring it into the front court. Man-to-man defense by the Trojans. DeWitt with the dribble, hands it on the wing to Vanderzee. Up top to Muckma. Chris back to the wing for DeWitt. Bounce it inside on the block, Vanderzee. Vanderzee no looks it out to DeWitt. Now left side, 3-ball up by Halbert is good. Jackson Halbert.
No lack of confidence for that young man.
That's 8 for Halbert off the bench. It's 15-11 Maroons, 6:50 left in the half. Gunther 6 feet inside the timeline with the slow left-hand dribble. And he'll bounce it off DeWitt's foot out of bounds, half court near side. And for Holland Christian, Wilson Wirebaugh is coming in. And so is Grant Copes. And Ethan Aldrink is back in. Those three out there with Chris Muckma and Logan DeWitt.
Saw Wirebaugh get some extended minutes in the first game against Covenant.
Still with the brace on the left shoulder. He played valuable minutes a week ago tonight. Up top, Van Elst. I'll get it right. 3-ball put up by Van Elst, no good from straightaway. He got his own rebound. And now Zellmer out of the corner for 3. Nope, that was an air ball, and Muckma pulled it out of the air. DeWitt to bring it up. Maroons lead it by 4. Left corner, drive. Aldrink all the way to the hole, threw it over the back of the iron, no good. Offensive rebound, Muckma can't get it to go. And here's a rebound by Van Elst. He'll get it to Gunther for the Trojans. Gunther fakes down the right side of the lane, still with the dribble, steps back to the free throw line, gets it out to a open Shoebridge for a long 3 that's good.
TK shooting well from the 3-point arc, 3 of 5 so far here in the first half.
Within 1 at 15-14, 5:50 left to play in the half. Top side, Muckma with it. Throws it deeper left to Aldrink. Now off on the right it comes to Copes. Muckma quickly, Aldrink straight away 3, no. And Gunther another rebound, nothing but black shirts under the basket. Long outlet pass and a beautiful block by Ethan Aldrink, and it goes out of bounds. Still TK basketball. Aldrink got back in a hurry and got a great block on the layup attempt. Muckma's going to sit down. Vince Overway with 2 fouls back in.
Aldrink skying for that block shot.
Gunther baseline left to throw it in. Maroons up by 1. Gunther lobs it out in front for Shoebridge. Shoebridge back to Gunther left wing. 2-3 zone off the baseline inbounds play. DeWitt got a hand out of bounds to assistant coach Colton Overway. And now it'll be Shoebridge to come over in front of the Holland Christian bench to throw it in. Shoebridge looking and finally does get it in to Dinkle. Dinkle leaves it for Gunther, 5 feet inside the timeline, just left of center. Now pass on the right side, Zellmer. Gunther, Shoebridge off the left elbow to Dinkle. Dinkle 1 dribble at the timeline and he walked with it. For TK. Maroons get it back, leading by 1, 15-14, 5:04 left in the half. Grant Copes to get it into Vince Overway. Vince between the rings with the right-hand dribble. Waiting for something to set up. Aldrink pops out on the right side, gets it back up top. Copes, left side DeWitt. DeWitt couldn't find what he was looking for underneath. Here's Aldrink off the right elbow, gets it to Vince for 3, short. Gunther another rebound. And a beautiful steal by DeWitt at half court. DeWitt with a layup and 1. Logan DeWitt with his first field goal of the night after a beautiful steal. And the foul is on Zellmer. Nope, they called it on Shoebridge, 11. My bad.
DeWitt did a nice job there. He had to hang in the air to kind of draw the foul and still got the basket to go.
Logan, no free throws last Tuesday night. Had 7 points in that game against Covenant Christian. Right now he'll try and increase Holland Christian's lead to 4, and he does. Full court pressure, Holland Christian into Shoebridge and back to Isaiah Gunther. Gunther their do-everything guy. Only about 5'9", but man, does he play a lot of basketball. Plays much taller than that. Dinkle up top, guarded carefully by Wirebaugh. Now Shoebridge around Copes, missed the layup, and a rebound on the weak side to Vince Overway. Vince gets bumped, no call there. Vince throws it right side to Copes. Grant Copes stops on the arc, back up top. Comes to Aldrink, out to DeWitt for a 3 from the left corner, no. Goes up for a big board. 18-14 halfway through the second period. Maroons lead it. TK basketball. Gunther dribbling in the lane, finally stops. Turnaround fadeaway 13, missed everything. Rebound into the hands of Aldrink. Aldrink ahead for DeWitt, up the left side. DeWitt hesitation move, gets around Zellmer, throws it right corner. Vince Overway open 3, yes! Vince Overway's first field goal. Thornapple Kellogg calls timeout. Coach Reinerson calls a 30-second timeout to talk it over as the Maroons have their biggest lead of the night at 7. It's 21-14. give us an opportunity to remind you that our halftime show coming up will be brought to you by Al Tierman of Union Home Mortgage. And we'll have a scoring summary brought to you by ZR Graphics in downtown Zeeland. We'll also have a student spotlight for you, so you'll want to stick around for that. All coming up at halftime. Maroons come out with Halbert, Mutma, Aldrink, Gabe Overway, and Vince Overway. Maroons look like they want to set up full court defense on this brand spanking shiny new floor here at Civic. It will be Dinkle to throw it in, and they do set up full court 1-2-2 pressure. Dinkle runs the baseline, gets it into Gunther. He's double teamed and he threw it away. Mutma to Halbert, underneath to Vince Overway for an easy 2.
Great job sharing the basketball there by the Maroons under the basket.
8th turnover for Kellogg, and a walk on the baseline that time called on Zelmer, turnover number 9.
The height of the Maroons caused that turnover. He couldn't see around him and ended up traveling with the basketball.
So Aldrink baseline right and to lobby in to throw it in. Aldrink off the right elbow to Mutma. At the left elbow, Vince. Step move inside. It'll go. Vince Overway. Boy, he's got 7 points in a hurry, all in about the last 3 minutes. 3:20 left in the half, and the Maroons have opened it up to 11 at 25-14. That didn't take very long. Now Gunther, 1 foot on the center circle, bounces it on the left wing. Zelmer, double team to Dinkle underneath. Now Gunther threw it away, got caught on the baseline. 10th turnover. Mutma, the lob, Aldrink missed it. Well, they tried it anyway. Went for the spectacular when the simple would have worked. And here comes TK. They try fired look variety that the Maroons got a hand on, knocked out of bounds. So Isaiah Gunther to throw it in, baseline left. Gunther looking, he'll lob it out in front for Shoebridge. Shoobridge. Gunther near the center circle, right wing Zelmer, back to Gunther. Maroons are in zone again. Off on the left side, Shoebridge spins in the lane and draws the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair, maybe Gabe. No. Halbert. His first. Dan said 7. I've got 8. That doesn't mean he's wrong. Shoebridge, first one. Got it front, back, and down. 4 for Shoebridge.
2 of 3 from the line tonight so far for Middleville TK.
25-14. Maroons lead them, 2:29 left, first half. Shoebridge makes again. So 25-16. Aldrich slowly into the front court. Logan DeWitt on the bench at the moment. Aldrich around a Mutma screen. Right side Vince, right corner, wide open. Halbert, left hand 3, in and out. And a rebound to Van Elst. Get it ahead to Gunther. Here come the Trojans, down by 9. 2:03 left to play, second period. Ooh, he almost picked up the dribble. Gunther down the left side of the lane, kicks it left side, Van Elst. Van Elst to the drive, Van Elst to the basket, through the double team, up and good.
Strong move to the basket by Van Elst.
Did we mention he's just a sophomore? Vince Overway for the Maroons. Aldrink walked. Same official with the same call. Although that one he would probably had correct.
That was a good call.
25-18, 1:44 left to play in the half. Maroons with the 7-point lead. Here's Gunther with the backcourt dribble. Now across the timeline, stops, fakes on Aldrink, and goes around him. Help. Aldrink, Gunther runner up. No, Gabe Overway the rebound to Aldrink. Ethan fades to the right, now around a Gabe screen. Aldrink down the left side of the lane. Spin move in the lane. Fired it underneath to Gabe. Gabe reverse layup is good. That's 4 for Gabe.
Great move with the left hand underneath the basket, up and in.
27-18, 1:10 left in the half. Isaiah Gunther dribbling up top. Will hand the ball to Shoebridge. Shoebridge midway between the rings. Now takes it left down the right side, or takes it to right down the right side of the lane. Over he comes to Gunther on the wing left. Gunther fading toward the top around to Zelmerpick. Gets it back to Dinkle, and Dinkle walked on his way to the basket. That is 11 turnovers for the Trojans already. And starter Colson Brummel Jr. is back into the lineup. And Joe Dinkle will sit down. So the Maroons by 9, 47.3 left in the half. Muckma in front of his own bench at three-quarter court right to throw it into Aldrink. Aldrink now across the timeline with 39 seconds left in the half. Screen from Gabe to Vince, right corner, Halbert. Halbert dribbles it out toward the timeline, now reverses his field. From the top of the key, finds Aldrink on the left side. He gets it to Muckma, quick pass, Halbert, three ball, won't go off the front of the rim. Muckman offensive board, and a tip in by Gabe Overway. How did he get that ball to the basket? Make it 29-18 with 15 seconds left in the half. Gabe Overway on a beautiful tip in. Now Gunther on the run, got around Aldrink and drew, no, he walked. So that is 12 turnovers on the Trojans. Waiting to check in Brady Zellmer for TK. Gunther's going to get his first rest with 8.2 seconds left in the half. Mutton on the baseline left to throw it in. He's got it. Aldrink will let it bounce a couple of times before he touches it. He's got it at half court, around a screen. All the way to the basket goes Aldrink, and they're going to call a foul on the floor with 4.2 seconds left. And that foul will be on Shoebridge, his second and the team's third. Well, okay. Dan gave him one earlier on the PA system, and now he said this one was his first. We have a full timeout called by Middleville. We're back after this.
At Compound Door and Operator Company, because of you, business is great. Truth is, we're too swamped for our own good. So we're keeping the legacy alive by hiring mechanically inclined, strong, ambitious people who like to work hard and take pride in their work. There's competitive pay for those eager to learn. Even better pay for those with experience and great references. Email your interest to customerservice@compounddoor.com. That's customerservice@compounddoor.com.
Got our gas furnace working yet?
Afraid it's time to replace it.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin, one of the top-selling brands worldwide.
Daikin.
Daikin, extremely reliable, performance tested.
Daikin.
Daikin, super efficient, saving you lots of money on energy bills.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Call Bremer and Bauman at 396-7716 and ask about the $79 furnace tune-up special. That's 396-7716.
Holland Christian's ball under their own basket. Aldrink to throw it in. 4.2 seconds left to play. And in it comes to Muckma, who will throw it up and in. How about that for an inbounds play? The end of. And Middleville, Thornapple, Kellogg, 18. Our halftime show is sponsored by Al Tierman of Union Home Mortgage. For information and options on mortgages and refis, visit altierman.com. And we'll have more halftime activities in just a moment.
Much like the weather, your life could change at the drop of a hat. Don't be caught unprepared. You don't know what will happen tomorrow. But no matter what happens, you can make sure your loved ones are provided with a life insurance policy from Auto Owners Insurance. I'm Jacob Bonema, and I would love to meet with you and secure a policy now so that you can rest easy knowing you're protecting the ones you love. Visit me at Koop & Burr Insurance of Holland. That's Koop with a K Insurance.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Cooley Godfrey Investment Group, we've got your solution. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of banking and investment solutions under one roof. Cooley Godfrey Investment Group is committed to helping you reach your goals. Stop in and speak with Kerry Cooley or Jack Godfrey today. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
It's halftime on the Al Tierman Union Home Mortgage halftime show here on The Pledge. Holland Christian at halftime leading their visitors from Middleville Thornapple Kellogg by a score of 31-18. If you joined us late, the Maroons had a scant 1-point lead at the end of the first quarter. It was 12-11. We have unofficially 6 turnovers at the half for Holland Christian and twice that many, 12 for Middleville Thornapple Kellogg. The freshman game played here at 4 o'clock this afternoon, won by Holland Christian 62-22. The junior varsity game won by the Maroons 56-48. Let's take a look at the individual scoring. First of all, for the Maroons, Jackson Halbert was the first guy off the bench, and he leads them in scoring with 8. Vince Overway got 2 quick fouls, sat down for the most part of a quarter, came back in, and he poured in 7 in a very short period of time. Gabe Overway has 6, 5 for Ethan Aldrink. They got 4 from Logan DeWitt, or 3 from Logan DeWitt, and 2 from Chris Muckma. Holland Christian with a total of 31 here at the half. For Thornapple Kellogg, their fine point guard Isaiah Gunther leads them with 8. Cole Shoebridge came off the bench to get 5, and Austin Vanels has 5. So their smallest guy, the point guard, leads them in scoring. And then 10 from the 2 big guys, Cole Shoebridge and Austin Vanels. And here at the half, it is 31-18. And now our scoring summary from ZR Graphics in Zeeland continues. Here's Scott.
All right, team stats from the first half. Holland Christian was 3 of 3 from the free throw line for 100%. 2-point field goals, 8 of 19 for 42%. 3-point land for the Holland Christian Maroons, 4 of 11 for 36%. Overall field goal shooting for the Maroons in the first half, 12 of 30 for 40%. For the visiting Trojans from Middleville TK, they were 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 75%. 2-point land, they really struggled, just 3 of 18 for 17% shooting. 3-point land, 3 of 5 for 60%. First half overall field goal percentage tonight for Middleville, 6 of 23 for 26%. Tonight so far, the Maroons are out rebounding the Trojans 17-12.
And our scoring summary sponsored by ZR Graphics in Zeeland. For large format printing, signs, exhibition displays, and vehicle ramps, visit zrgraphics.com. Our halftime show continues now with our student spotlight. And this evening, we're pleased to welcome Emily Bolt, who is a senior diver at Holland Christian. Emily, I don't know if I've ever interviewed a high school diver before. Thank you so much for coming in. What got you interested in the sport of diving as a competition?
I was a gymnast for a lot of years, and I had a few injuries in gymnastics and decided that I needed something a little bit easier on my body. So someone suggested diving. And crashing
into the water. That sounds great.
I tried it in middle school and just fell in love with it.
Oh, cool. So are there specific events that you do or don't do as far as a high school meet is concerned?
Nope. There's the swimming portions and then the diving. And diving, everybody does, and you create a list of dives that you do at a meet.
Okay. Are they all off the same height?
Yes.
Okay.
All off 1 meter board.
All right. So that's very different from what we would see in an Olympic competition, yes. In other words. Yes. No platforms, no none of this kind of way up in the air stuff. All right. What's your favorite dive?
Probably my back twisters or my front double.
Okay. That sounds like a very diverse thing to do.
Yes.
How many divers are there on the Holland Christian team right now?
There are 3.
All right. Do you feel like you're a part of the team with the swimmers, or is it just the 3 of you?
I feel very much included. We try and include everybody in the team and not make it 2 separate teams, but make it one, because we practice together, we go to meets together, so it's really just one big team.
Do you have a specific diving coach?
Yes, Diane Remersma.
Okay, very good. I would assume she's taught you a lot.
Yes. Yes.
Over your years here at Holland Christian. That's great. Emily, what does it mean to you to be part of a team here at Holland Christian?
I love it. It's a great way to make relationships with people, to talk with people, and to interact with people that you normally wouldn't. And especially with swimming and diving, it's a varsity sport, but there's 4 grade levels. So I get to interact with freshmen and sophomores and not just juniors and seniors. And also being on a team that big you also interact with other teams that are also that size. So you get to be friends with other people on other teams, and it's great.
Has being a part of a team here at Holland Christian helped grow your faith?
Yes, for sure.
In what way?
Well, with our coaches, we always try and do devotions and prayer requests, and even just being on a team with that many girls, you get to hear about other people's faith, and a lot of the girls on my team push me in my faith. And also, like, being a Christian, it's helped me to see people through Jesus' eyes, and to not only be an athlete, but to be a Christian athlete and to love and respect people.
Do you spend time with your teammates away from the pool?
Yes, a lot of time. So we'll have like movie nights, or we'll go out for coffee, or even like Wednesdays during lunch we all eat together.
And I can tell by the tone of your voice that means a lot to you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. All right, Emily, we want to thank you for coming in. Diving is something that not a lot of people are terribly familiar with in a competitive setting. How'd your season go, very quickly?
It went really well.
Good.
Really well. Yeah, we had a lot of really great swims, great dives, and it was just a lot of fun.
Good. Well, if you can have fun doing something you love, what's better than that, right?
For sure.
Emily Bolt, senior diver from Holland Christian, thank you so much for being part of our Student Spotlight.
Craig Brink with 5 Star Real Estate is a proud sponsor of today's Holland Christian game. Craig and his team salute the athletes and coaches at Holland Christian. Congratulations to you on your effort and dedication to your sport. Holland Christian has a tradition of hard work, perseverance, and fair play. These are the values Craig Brink learned as an athlete and graduate of Holland Christian, and what he tries to apply each day on behalf of his real estate clients. Craig would be honored to serve you in your real estate needs. Put his 26 years of experience to work for you. Contact Craig Brink with 5 Star Real Estate at CraigBrink.com.
A great team doesn't happen overnight. It takes years of conditioning and hard work. It takes vision and a serious commitment to be the best you can be to strengthen and empower the team to its full potential. This is the legacy of Barber Ford. From your first step into the showroom to your regular oil changes, even to service and body work, you can feel Barber Ford's deep commitment to serving you. And it reaches further than that into the community with a commitment to making a difference. Barber Ford new pre-owned service and body shop. Online at barberford.net.
Halftime show sponsored by Al Tierman at Union Home Mortgage. Maroons lead the Trojans 31-18.
Imagine a program that equips you for success in the job market, the workplace, and the world. Calvin LifeWork does just that, taking the fear out of your first steps after college. With Calvin College's innovative life readiness program, you'll explore different career paths, learn about personal finances, practice essential life skills for wherever God calls you. Then you'll earn a $3,000 scholarship when you complete the program. Yep, $3,000. Start your journey at calvin.edu/discover/lifework.
At Compound Door and Operator Company, because of you, business is great. Truth is, we're too swamped for our own good. So we're keeping the legacy alive by hiring mechanically inclined, strong, ambitious people who like to work hard and take pride in their work. There's competitive pay for those eager to learn, even better pay for those with experience and great references. Email your interest to customer service at compounddoor.com. That's customer service at compounddoor.com.
Just about ready to go with quarter number 3. Quickly, Scott, what do you think we're going to see in the second half?
Well, I think we're going to see more of the same. The Maroons started to overwhelm Middleville there a little bit in the second quarter. Really strong defense, and I think that's going to be the theme of the second half here, too, is strong defense by the Maroons leading to some easy buckets.
31-18, but at the end of one, it was only 12-11. We mentioned both teams, but especially Holland Christian, with all the anticipation of opening this refurbished building. I think they thought a little bit more about the building than they did about basketball in that first quarter. But it didn't take them long to get it together. They had a very nice second quarter when they outscored Thornapple Kellogg at 19-7. So here we go. It is TK's basketball. Maroons almost stole the inbounds pass. And Isaiah Gunther will bring it up. Letterman scoring in the free throw circle at the top. Get it out top to Shoebridge, who's beginning the second half on the court. Dinkel again to Shoebridge. And Dinkel at the right, or Van Elst on the right block. And they're going to call a foul on Holland Christian's Chris Muckma, who didn't think so. but he got him with a little bit of the body. And Muckma's second is the team's first. So Gunther comes baseline right to our right to throw it in. Gunther looking, lobs it on the right, block Van Elst. He tried to feed it across the lane and threw it away. 13 turnovers, running the other way. Aldrink for the jam, missed it. And he just left it a little bit short. And here comes Gunther on the run for TK. Gunther stops at the right elbow, leans in. DeWitt blocked it. DeWitt's got it. DeWitt, long pass ahead. Muckma shovels it to Vince. Vince, the fake, the drive, and then back out to Muckma in the corner. Muckma on the block right, Gabe Overway out to a wide open Logan DeWitt for three, in and out, no good. And Muckma saves the rebound and tosses it out front for Aldrink. Great effort by Muckma. Now Logan DeWitt, quarter court right. On a give and go to Gabe Overway off the glass, partially blocked and no good. And Van Elst, the 6'6 sophomore, comes away with it. Van Elst will get it to Zelmer. Zelmer now gets it to Gunther, his point guard between the circles. Just underway, third period. Maroons leading 31-18. Left side, Dinkel back to Gunther. A lot of standing around by the guys in black right now. Now they start to break out of it. Zelmer's got it on the right side. He'll bounce it off mid-post right to Van Elst. He'll put it in. He's got 7, and it's 31-20. Now Aldrink, the drive into the lane, kicks it out to Vince Overway. Three from the left corner. It will not go. And there is a walk, but they didn't call it on Dinkel as he came away with the loose ball. Gunther pull up 3 feet beyond the arc, and it's good for Isaiah Gunther.
Good start to the second half here for Middleville TK.
Got to watch that little dude. He's got 11, and it's 31-23. Muckma, diagonal pass, left corner, Aldrink, the drive on Zelmer, kick it right wing, Muckma, quickly corner, Vince Overway, 3, in and out. And out of bounds, they're gonna give it to the black shirts. Here's Jackson Halbert. Frustrated Logan DeWitt's gonna sit down. Boy, Vince has had 2 good looks here in the third period, and neither one of them would stay down.
Maroons are having a little more trouble shooting down at the stage end of the Civic Center here tonight.
Yeah,
0 for 5 to start the second half.
It's like 2 totally different backgrounds in this building for the 2 baskets. Sub in, Jim Fitzgerald back for TK. Full court pressure, Holland Christian. Van Elst will bring it across the timeline. Or is that Shoebridge? That's Shoebridge. Gunther, 3, in and out that time, and a rebound to Halbert. Jackson Halbert to bring it up with the crossover dribble. He'll get a nice screen from Muckma and hand it to Aldrink. Vince on the wing, underneath on the block. Muckma spin move with the left hand up and good. Chris Muckma, post move from Muckma. He's got 4, and it's 33-23. Maroons lead it by 10. Gunther with the bounce pass to Brummel. It was Brummel, not Fitzgerald, that checked in. Dinkel's got it, top of the key, guarded by a much bigger Gabe Overway. Dinkel doesn't care. He dribbles into a double team, kicks it out to Zelmer. Cross-court pass for Van Elst, or rather for Shoebridge, who tried to left-hand it up, no good. Partially blocked by Gabe. And now Aldrink has it poked out of his hands from behind, but the Maroons get it right back. Turnovers happening fast and furious. Halbert thought about the left wing 3. Goes to the dribble. Out near the center circle, Aldrink back to Halbert on the wing. Halbert on the block, left side for Overway. In the lane, finds a cutting Chris Muckma, missed the layup. And coming away with it was Dinkel, Joe Dinkel for TK. To Gunther. Left side, Dinkel to the drive. Dinkel had it blocked by Gabe Overway. Into the hands of Dinkel, and no good on the easy layup. Halbert a rebound for Holland Christian. 33-23 Maroons. Halbert drives and kicks left for Vince. Vince from mid-post left, 10-footer off the iron, no good. Rebound, Dinkel. Holland Christian not getting the rebounds we saw them get a week ago tonight. A lot of times you look under that basket after a shot goes up and it's nothing but black shirts. Gunther working on Aldrink at the top with 3:50 left in the third period. Gunther now in the center circle, now steps out of it. Gets it on the left wing to Zelmer. Zelmer gets a screen from Dinkel, goes the other way instead. Halbert stopped him on the baseline. Up top, Dinkel. Shoebridge between the circles. Left side Gunther, or right side Gunther, right? Gunther gets a high screen. Gunther spins at the free throw line, fires the 14-footer good. Well, it's a good thing he came on the bus tonight. Isaiah Gunther with 13. He's keeping him in this one. It's 33-25.
What a great shot to get around Overway there and score the bucket.
Coach Cool wants a full timeout. Maroons lead it 33-25 on the pledge.
Michigan Hearing Experts wants you to know the real effects of hearing loss. Hearing loss can signal dementia. It's true. But there's good news. Treating hearing loss can ward off dementia. It's time to treat hearing loss at Michigan Hearing Experts. Good folks with a heart for people. Not patients, people. Let's treat hearing loss in your life today. Michigan Hearing Experts in Holland, Grand Haven, Jenison, and MichiganENTallergy.com.
WPNW, Zeeland, Holland, Hudsonville, Grand Rapids.
As a proud sponsor of Holland Christian Sports, Lensbalder Insurance is a local company striving to help local people. Lensbalder Insurance is here to make sure that you're prepared with the coverages you need. Giving you peace of mind is what they do, while offering a person-to-person relationship that you can't get with a large direct company. Lensbalder Insurance specializes in all your insurance needs, with coverage options including homeowners, auto, umbrella, and life. Online at lensbalderins.com. At Lensbalder Insurance, we've got your back.
We have 3 minutes and 16 seconds left to play in the third period. Holland Christian leading Middleville Thornapple Kellogg 33-25. A rare full timeout called by Coach David Cool, especially with the lead. Although the lead has been whittled to 8 points here in the third period, it was 13 at the half. Aldrink, quarter court right, throws it in. Actually lobs it in, the weak side, Overway, quick move to the bucket, and good. What a beautiful play that was, as Gabe Overway they're out of the right corner, or rather Brummel out of, no, who was that? Yeah, Brummel out of the right corner for three, no good. Ball loose on the deck, and timeout called by Thornapple Kellogg. It was Van Elst who was laying on the floor underneath the basket to our right, in possession of the basketball at least enough so that Coach Reinerson could call timeout. This will be a 30. That'll leave him with 2 fulls. Holland Christian has 4 of their 5 timeouts left, although the scoreboard says 3. I don't remember the Maroons calling one earlier. Perhaps they did.
Back to the inbounds play for the Maroons. What a great pass on the over there by the student section. Threw it all the way up to the basket to Overway, who got free underneath the basket, and nice job laying it in. Great inbounds play for the Maroons.
So Will Van Weeren, who had 10 points in the fourth quarter a week ago tonight, checks in for the first time tonight with 2:58 left in the third. And it's Gunther to throw it in, baseline left. He will no look it out on top to Brummel. Back to Gunther in the corner. Gunther, runner off the baseline from 10 feet is good. Isaiah Gunther with 15 points of their 27. And now Helbert with it, left wing. Lob it underneath. Aldrink works his way to the basket, has it blocked by Van Elst. Van Elst will get it to Gunther. Here come the Trojans. Trailing by a score of 35-27. Gunther bounces it at the top of the working on Gabe Overway. It came loose into the hands of Gunther for a fadeaway 3 out of the left corner. No good. Gabe Overway the rebound for the Maroons. Aldrink long pass ahead. Helbert. Helbert at the three-point line. Hesitates. Spins into the lane and walked with it. They're going to call a foul. Nope, they're going to call. Ooh, we got a foul out front and a walk on the baseline. Let's see who wins. It's going to be a foul on Thornapple Kellogg.
Helbert was out of control there. He got bailed out on that call.
That will be Van Elst to pick up his first and the team's first. Baseline inbounds play. Ethan Aldrink on the left side of the bucket. Aldrink looking, and we'll lob it right underneath to Overway, or Gabe Overway. He'll get it to Muckman mid-post right. In the corner, Aldrink open 3 ball. Got it, Ethan Aldrink. That's 8-3 from the junior. And it's 38-27, Maroons by 11. Minute 54 left, third period. Gunther dribbling up top. Gets around a screen. Now Aldrink fought his way through it, got back. The Maroons just so much taller at every position, but right in the middle with Van Elst. He's got it now outside the arc in the lane. He'll get it to Fitzgerald. And Fitzgerald will get it back to Van Elst for a three that's good. The big guy can shoot it too.
Van Elst is a good-looking ball player for Middleville.
Aldrink runner up through traffic, and he got it, and then he looks at the official and said, where was the whistle? Well, he got clobbered 3 times coming down the lane. 40-30 strong move by Ethan Aldrink.
Took every bit of strength he had.
The head fake. The key, Dinkle, left side, Gunther. Gunther throws it cross court, touch pass. Brummel looking for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald wasn't there anymore, and that'll be the 15th turnover for the Trojans here tonight. Vince Overway is going to check in. Gabe will get a rest. And Wirebaugh is back in as well for Chris Mutma. Southern Maroons by 10 at 40-30, just under a minute to play. And now Fitzgerald's going to sit down, and Zellmer is back in. Brummel also to the bench. Works his way free for 3, and it's last week. He had 7 points last week. He has 10 tonight. 43-30. 27 seconds left in the third period. Gunther dribbling with 2 feet in the center circle here on the floor at the Civic. Wirebaugh out there on Gunther. Now they double team him. Sideline left. They find an open Shoebridge who missed it off the side of the backboard. Van Elst, an offensive rebound. He scoops it to Zellmer, and Zellmer was standing on the end line. That is turnover number 16. Well, TK did a lot of things right on that possession. They just couldn't finish it, and they got a little scratchy at the end there. And now 9 seconds left. Aldrink into the front court around a Wirebaugh screen. Aldrink down the left side of the lane, and it taken away. Turnover number 8 for the Maroons. There's a long 3/4 court shot put up by TK. No good after 3. Maroons leading by 13, 43-30 on the pledge.
The busy season is upon us. Moms, you know what I mean. Endless days of running kids to school, sports, and anything else that comes up. With as much time as you'll be spending with your most precious cargo in the car, it makes sense to spend a few minutes making sure your ride is in tip-top shape. OK Tire is inviting you to stop in and let the pros check it all out. From tires to brakes, belts, and hoses, and everything in between, we will make sure you're safe on the road.
OK Tire, your hometown tire store in Holland, Hamilton, and Zeeland.
It's the last day, and the first thing you see when you arrive home. Old, dull, boring. It's your garage door. It's time for a Clopay garage door from Quality Door Company. Go modern with wood, steel, maybe even more of a contemporary look with aluminum and glass. Freshen up the first and last thing you see at home with a garage door from Quality Door Company. A Clopay Master Authorized Dealer. Holland, Grand Rapids, Muskegon, and South Haven. Online at qualitydoor.biz.
Third quarter played even at 12 points apiece. Thus, the 13-point lead remains for Holland Christian at 43-30. It'll be Holland Christian's ball. They go right to left. Will Van Weeren, Ethan Aldrink, Vince Overway, Wilson Wirebaugh, and Jackson Helbert for Holland Christian. Here is Van Weeren from 10. Got it. Boy, Vince Overway has found his shooting touch tonight. He leads them with 12.
They left him alone down there, and he just took the 10-foot jumper and made it with ease.
45-30 Maroons, just underway, fourth period. Gunther from quarter court left calling the play and directing traffic. Gets it to Zellmer between the circles. Zellmer guarded by Van Weeren, comes right side for Van Elst. He'll just bull his way in and have it taken away from him. That's a held ball. Great job again, Jackson Helbert.
It's in his game.
Goodness. And now they're going to bring Gunther over to the right side of the basket. Coach Cool trying to make a point. And Gunther just touched by Shoebridge and then back to Gunther. Legal but unusual. Gunther up to the top of the key, now backs out toward the timeline, throws it deep right wing to Shoebridge. Shoebridge back to Gunther. Maroons are 1-2-2 zone. Up top, Gunther. Gunther between the rings, left side, Zellmer. That one poked away by Helbert, retrieved in the backcourt by Gunther. They'll bring it back to the front court. Zellmer looked like he walked with it. And now we're going to have a reach-in foul called on Jackson Helbert.
Jackson just a little too aggressive there on that poke away.
2 for Helbert, 2 for the team.
So this will be Dinkle to throw it in to Gunther in the backcourt now across the timeline. Deep right side, Shoebridge off the right elbow. And a walk on for our friends from Thornapple Kellogg.
Probably the most common whistle in high school basketball.
Yep. Just get the feet moving before they get the ball to the deck. Aldrink, a nice high screen from Wireball. Aldrink all the way down the lane, leaves it off on the right side for Van Weeren. It bounces 3 times on the iron and won't drop. Give that rebound to Van Elst. He'll get it to Gunther. Gunther flies down the right side of the lane, stops at mid-post. Now needs help, gets it from Shoebridge. And back to Gunther as the Trojans reload the offense, trailing by 15. 6:19 left in the game. Gunther dribbling out near the center circle. Van Weeren all over him, gets screened off, picked up by Aldrink. Dinkle between the circles, back to Gunther. Boy, the interior of the Holland Christian defense just shutting everything off. And now, timeout. I think, nope, they called a foul. That's an offensive foul, and it's Van Elst's second.
It's been getting pretty physical down there in the lane on both ends, and the official finally had enough of the pushing and shoving.
They say that's 3 on Van Elst. Just over 6 minutes left in the ball game. Maroons by 15 at 45-30. There's Brummel back in for Thornapple Kellogg, and Van Elst will sit down with his 3 fouls. You're 15 behind with 6 minutes left in the game. Might consider leaving him in. Logan DeWitt back in at point for up top and Buckma. Vince Overway in the lane, a cutting Jackson Halbert. Left-hand layup, he missed it. Got his own rebound and put it up and in. Jackson Halbert into double figures off the bench with 10. It's 47-30. Maroons begin to pull away. Coach Reinerson wants a 30-second timeout. So they will give him a 30-second timeout, which will give us time to remind you that our post-game show coming up will be brought to you by Mark Hopp, your local Farm Bureau insurance representative in Holland. We'll have an offensive player of the game from Verhaeg Motors in Holland, and a defensive player of the game brought to you by Vanderlaan Home Improvement in Hudsonville. Once again, all part of the post-game show brought to you by Mark Hopp, your local Farm Bureau insurance representative in Holland. 5:43 left in the ball game, 47-30. Right back here at the newly refurbished Holland Civic Center Friday night to face the Sailors of South Christian. And if you want to see entertaining basketball and a nice, brand, shiny new gym, I'd get yourself down here if I were you. All right, here we go. Gunther's got it for TK. Gets around DeWitt. DeWitt catches up. Gunther backs it out. It off of DeWitt's foot, out of bounds at quarter court right. Joe Dinkle to throw it in front of his own bench and coaching staff. Oh, now they'll switch out. Shoebridge will do the honors. Cole Shoebridge gets it into Gunther near the center circle. Gunther gets a high screen from Brummel and then fumbled the dribble but got it back. Up top to Brummel, back to Gunther, left wing. Gunther gets around Muckman momentarily, picked up by Overway and DeWitt. Now into the lane, running hard. Joe Dinkle got the layup to go around the rim and in. Joe's first basket of the night. Logan DeWitt down the left side of the lane for Holland. He had the rebound. Dinkle took it away from. And he got the ball. Gunther thought about the NBA 3. Now he'll drive on DeWitt, take it into a triple team, and there's going to be a reach-in foul, I think, called on Halbert. He will. Nope, Logan DeWitt got the foul. Well, I don't know. I heard him say 3. I don't know whether he put up 0-3 or 3-0.
I think he did say 30.
All right, we'll give it to Halbert. That'll be his third. Underneath, Shoebridge has it blocked, or rather Van Elst has it blocked by Gabe Overway. Now Logan DeWitt dribbles into a double team, but Gabe's got it. Gabe off the right side, gets it to Halbert. Up to Muckman, now between the rings. DeWitt quickly left side. Vince underneath to Gabe off the left block.
Gabe a couple of dribbles into the lane. Right hand hook will not stay down. And they fight for it. Halbert comes away with it for the Maroons. To Vince. He'll shoot that open three. No. And Vince Overway crashes in, gets the ball to Monk. 15 left in the game. DeWitt around to Gabe Overway's screen. From the right elbow up top to Halbert. Halbert one dribble to DeWitt on the left. Picked up his dribble to Halbert around to Gabe's screen. Halbert for three. No. They are not shooting very well on this end of the building, are they? And now here is Gunther into the front court for Thornapple Kellogg. Gunther dribbling deep left wing around a Dinkle for Zellmer. Zellmer steps inside for a 15-footer that's no good. And a rebound to Gabe Overway. 47-32 Maroons. And here's Vince Overway off the block. Double teamed there. DeWitt, open Gabe. Turnover, just the 9th turnover for Holland Christian. Halbert's going to sit down. Ethan Aldrink back in. We don't need another Overway. We already have 2. 15-point lead Maroons. 3.5 left in the ball game. Dinkle into Gunther for Thornapple Kellogg. Gunther between the circles, watched by DeWitt in the man-to-man. This is Van Elst, 13-foot pull-up in the lane, no good. DeWitt, diagonal pass ahead to Aldrink. Aldrink pull-up three from the right, short, and a foul on Fitzgerald. Jim Fitzgerald picks up his first, just the team's third. And Ethan Aldrink, the super junior for Holland Christian at the stripe. Had 14 last Tuesday night, has 10 here tonight. Made 2 out of 3 from the stripe a week ago.
Aldrink just a model of consistency. Seemed like last year, every game he was right between 10 and 15.
Makes that one for 11. It's 48-32. One more on the way for Aldrink in a moment. Up and good again. He'll get one more. Fouled in the act of shooting a 3-point goal. This one to get him to 50. Got it. Nothing but net on all 3 of them. 50-32 Maroons. 3:09 left in the game. Gunther. Missed it, and then so on the missed layup by Logan DeWitt. He was just too open, that's all. Give Mukma credit for that steal at half court. Gunther now down by 20, 2:44 left. Gunther's team down by 20 at any rate. Fitzgerald. Thornapple Kellogg foul line. Van Elst. Coach Reinerson 10 feet out on the court to complain about that call. And Van Elst will pick up his 4th, and that is 4 on the team this half. The reason that looked bad was because Van Elst was the one who ended up on his back. And you hate to see the foul called on the person laying on the ground.
Well, I think somehow they have the ball, though.
Well, that's also a very good point.
I think they changed that call.
I think they did, too. So Van Elst does not have 4.
Gave the foul to Aldering.
Yep, I got it. Fitzgerald, a little reverse layup underneath, gets his first basket of the night to make it 53-22. Aldrink, a beautiful save on the end line underneath Mukma, tried to get it to Gabe. He threw it away. Turnover number 10 for Holland Christian. Now a blocked 3 by DeWitt. And underneath Van Elst leaves a little baby short, and Mukma's got it. Ahead to Vince Overway, getting a little ragged with 2 minutes left in the ball game. Vince at quarter court right, up top to Mukma. Mukma to Vince on the give and go, and it goes for the layup. Vince Overway with on the floor. This will be a full timeout. We're back in a moment on the Pledge.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Cooley Godfrey Investment Group, we've got your solution. We make Cooley Godfrey Investment Group is committed to helping you reach your goals. Stop in and speak with Kerry Cooley or Jack Godfrey today. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
In this moment, Who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number? When you need them most. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. I'm Jacob Bonema, and I am that agent. Visit me at Koop & Burr Insurance of Holland. That's Koop with a K Insurance.
All right, back with you from the Holland Civic Center with 1:53 left in the game. Maroons by 20 at 54-34. TK has to go the length of the court. And in it comes to Isaiah Gunther, who leads them in scoring with 15. Dribble, shovels it on the right side to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald on a give and go. Layup, no. Put up there by Austin Ruth, who's in the game for the first time. He is a junior. And Austin Ruth is going to the line. Grant Copes picks up the foul for Holland Christian, his first, team's fifth. And Austin Ruth goes to the stripe for the Trojans.
It's like 5 new guys in for the Maroons.
Catch him on the fly for you. Up and good for Ruth.
Both teams shooting very well from the line so far tonight. TK is 4 of 5.
Gunther's going to sit down. Brummel is in. Gunther's night is over. He had a great game and a miss, but he got his own rebound and then a block underneath by Noah Vanderbrink. But they're going to say Noah got a little bit too aggressive with it. So foul on Vanderbrink will be his first and the team's sixth. 2 shots coming for Ruth. First one, good. Second point of the night, make it 54-36. Second one missed, same thing twice. Rebound Copes, looking for help, couldn't find any. Now he'll get it to Ethan Van Beek. Van Beek off on the right side to Evan Cruzy. Cruzy up top, Case Vanderzee. Left side, Van Beek. Off on the right side, off the block, put up by Vanderbrink. No, offensive rebound, Vanderzee. Case Vanderzee in the right-hand corner to Van Beek. Van Beek up top to Cruzy. Cruzy working around the edge, and they get it up top to Copes. Copes down the right side of the lane, draws the foul by Grant Copes. And that would be Colson Brummel to pick up his first. 4 on the team. And Grant Copes will go to the strike. Grant just a junior at about 6'2", maybe 6'3".
Had 3 points last week against Covenant.
None of them from the free throw line. And his first free throw is good, so he's 100% on the season. Well, if you can make free throws late in the game, that's going to pay dividends at some point. Under a minute to play. Now 55-36. And got second. Maroons peel back to play defense. Off the left elbow to Brummel. Back up top. Put up 3. No good by Nathan Jansma. And a rebound to Van Beek for Holland Christian. 35 seconds left. Maroons will go to 2-0. Thornapple Kellogg to 0-3. And Grant Copes bounced it off. What's he saying? He pointed both ways, for crying out loud. Nice. At any rate,
he's got a big smile on his face. I think he knows he blew that one.
21 seconds left. Fitzgerald throws it on the left wing to Zelmer. Copes nearly poked it away in the lane. Brummel a turnaround from 10. No. Rebound Vanderbrink. He'll leave it for Van Beek. Van Beek dribbling it out near the timeline with no time left on the clock. And Holland Christian with a convincing 20-point lead as they beat Thornapple Kellogg here at home tonight, 56-36.
Got our gas furnace working yet?
Afraid it's time to replace it.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin, one of the top-selling brands worldwide.
Daikin.
Daikin, extremely reliable, performance tested.
Daikin.
Daikin, super efficient, saving you lots of money on energy bills.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Call Bremer and Bauman at 396-7716 and ask about the $79 furnace tune-up special. That's 396-7716.
A great team doesn't happen overnight. It takes years of conditioning and hard work. It takes vision and a serious commitment to be the best you can be to strengthen and empower the team to its full potential. This is the legacy of Barber Ford. From your first step into the showroom to your regular oil changes, even to service and body work, you can feel Barber Ford's deep commitment to serving you. And it reaches further than that into the community with a commitment to making a difference. Barber Ford new pre-owned service and body shop. Online at barberford.net.
Imagine a program that equips you for success in the job market, the workplace, and the world. Calvin LifeWork does just that, taking the fear out of your first steps after college. With Calvin College's innovative life readiness program, you'll explore different career paths, learn about personal finances, practice essential life skills for wherever God calls you. Then you'll earn a $3,000 scholarship when you complete the program. Yep, $3,000. Start your journey at calvin.edu/discover/lifework.
At Compound Door and Operator Company, because of you, business is great. Truth is, we're too swamped for our own good. So we're keeping the legacy alive by hiring mechanically inclined, strong, ambitious people who like to work hard and take pride in their work. There's competitive pay for those eager to learn, even better pay for those with experience and great references. Email your interest to customer service at compounddoor.com. That's customer service at compound.
Post-game show brought to you by Mark Hopp, your local Farm Bureau insurance representative in Holland. For prompt personal insurance services, call Mark, Joe Bauman, or Matt Neal at 396-5728. And as always, our scoring summary brought to you by ZR Graphics in Town, Zeeland. The Maroons a clean sweep tonight. They win the freshman, JV, and varsity games. You joined us late. Maroons after one by 12-11. They led 31-18 at the half, 43-30 after three, and 56-36 is your final score. Thornapple Kellogg quarters of 11-7, 12 and 6. Holland Christian quarters of 12-19, 12 and 13. Your leading scorer for Holland Christian tonight was Vince Overway. Leading scorer for Thornapple Kellogg, Isaiah Gunther. Gunther had 15. Also for the Trojans, Austin Van Els, the fine sophomore center, with 10. They got 5 out of Cole Shoebridge and 2 apiece for Austin Ruth, Jim Fitzgerald, and Joe Dinkle. For Holland Christian, besides the 16 from Vince Overway, 2 other guys in double figures. Same as last week, 3 in double figures. Ethan Aldrich, 14 last week, 13 here tonight. And Jackson Halbert came off the bench to get 10. Gabe Overway. A score of 56-36, and we'll be back to check team stats in a moment on the Pledge.
The busy season is upon us. Moms, you know what I mean. Endless days of running kids to school, sports, and anything else that comes up. With as much time as you'll be spending with your most precious cargo in the car, it makes sense to spend a few minutes making sure your ride